Hello, 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 all my yarny friends. It's Teresa with Critters Crochet, and I am wearing a hat today because number one, it's cold, and number two, my hair was not behaving itself today and it looks a hot mess. So I put on a hat. So you're just going to have to watch me wearing a hat today. Um, but we are still, my husband, he had to go into work today. He has about a 45-minute drive to his office, but he made it. He texted me and said he made it this morning. So he went into work. Um, his company did not want to shut down another day, so he had to go in, but he made it. But I was supposed to take mom out and get her nails done today. No, our roads are still a solid sheet of ice, and we are not getting out in it. And they're telling us that um, the sun is going to be out today. It will get above freezing, so it's going to melt a little bit. But the bad thing about it is um, it's going to refreeze again overnight because it's going to drop down into the like 15, 14 degrees, 12 degrees. And so it's going to freeze again tonight. And so our schools are closed here through Thursday in our county. Not sure if they'll go back Friday or not, but they're closed through Thursday because all of this is just going to stay. It's going to melt during the day, but it's going to freeze in the evening. And so our roads are still a solid sheet of ice. So we'll see how long it takes for all of this to go away. Um, and mom was supposed to get her appointment to see her neurologist in at Vanderbilt, no, at St. Thomas in Nashville. We were supposed to go Thursday. And so I've got to call them this morning, and I hate it because it takes so long to get in there, but there's no way for us to get there. So we're going to have to reschedule her neurologist appointment. Nashville got hit worse than us. They have trees and power lines down, and it's horrible in Nashville. So people are sliding off the interstates. So no, we're not doing it. Anyway, so I got to reschedule all that today. But I wanted to come on today and give you guys a just a little bit of a what do I want to say? A little, not really a tutorial, but just like a how-to, because I had some that were new to crochet and didn't know what blocking was. So I thought, oh, I just assumed everybody knew. Shouldn't have done that. And so I'm going to just show you the things that I use when I block my squares. Now, I don't always block squares, but for this blanket I am, because they're coming out a little wonky, and so I wanted to block them. So what I like to do, I have two different blocking mats that I use. Well, before I get to the blocking mat, let's just talk about blocking. Blocking is where you take a finished project. It could be a shawl, it could be a sweater, anything. Uh, Most of the time, blocking is used with squares that you block before you piece them together. Sometimes triangular shaped shawls, anything that needs shaping. There's times when, well, I'll show you that when I show you this other piece, but you block differently depending on the yarn that you're using. So with my squares for our birthstone blanket, I'm using acrylic. Let me get that square out. I'm using acrylic yarn. So when you're blocking acrylic, you want to just use steam, okay? Because acrylic is a man-made material. It's plastic, basically. And so you just need to be able to stretch and move it. And what it will do is it will stretch, it will flatten out, and then when it dries, it's memory. It keeps that shape. So that's why you block, is to straighten out. And what I like to use for acrylic is I have this, and I will have a link to this in the description box if you'd like to get one. This is a Conair steamer, garment steamer. I bought it off of Amazon, and all you do is you use distilled water and this comes off. You twist it and pull it out, and you pour your distilled water in here, and there's a little window that shows you the fill line, where to fill it to, and you fill it to that line. And this is before you plug it in, because if you plug it in and get it hot before you put the water in, you're going to burn your hands trying to put this thing back on here. So you put it on, and then it has a lock and an unlock. So when you put it on, you turn it and lock it in place, plug it in, and then you wait until you see steam coming out of here, and then you know it's hot and ready to go. And then what I like to use is, there's um, two different ways that I block. If it's a large piece like this that I want to block, then I have these blocking mats, and I'll have those linked in my Amazon account also. But they just interlock, kind of like those floor mats you can get for kids, and they just lock into one another like this. And then what you do is you get and it comes with these little, they call them T-pins, and it comes with these little pins like this, and you lay your project, and I'm just going to put this on here just to show you, but you put your project on here, and once you steam, I lay it flat, and then I use my steamer, and I just go over it real good with steam, get it really good and saturated. You can feel it'll be a little damp. And then in the corners, I just pick up my corner and put it down like that and pin it. And then I just every so often put a pin in and keep this straight. And I like the lines that are on here, because you can lay it right out on those lines to make sure you're keeping everything nice and straight, and come up here and pin it. And then when it dries, it's going to dry nice and flat. You can use this one. And then that's one way that you can pin them on a block. And you leave them pinned until they're completely dry. And that might be the next day before they will completely dry, and then you can take them off. I also have this one, and this is the one that I use. I got this off of Amazon, and all three of these, the mats I just showed you, these mats, the Conair steamer, and this wooden blocking mat, I will have linked in the description box. But it comes with this little stand, and all of the pegs come in here. They slide right in here. And then you have this, and it sticks right here and stands up with the stand like that. And then you can put however big your square is, you can put one here. And like this one, I like to use for my smaller squares. I like to use this one. But this is a dishcloth I made with cotton yarn. Now, cotton yarn is different. You don't steam cotton yarn. What you do with cotton yarn is you submerge it in warm water. Put it down in the warm water, and then when you take it out, you don't wring it because you don't want to mess up the stitches, but you just gently squeeze like this to get as much of the water out as you can. Because you want to with cotton, you want to completely saturate this. And then all you do is you put your peg in, and I'm going to put this in the corner, and then I go over here to the next corner, and I don't want to stretch it out real far, but you want to where it holds its shape. Okay? And then you go down here to the corner. We're just pretending like I have these already wet. And you're going to just stretch that out and put it on there. And you're just going to leave it there. You might have to put one or two here just to keep the edges straight. But you leave it on that blocking mat to completely dry. And this is what blocking is. What blocking does is it gives a straight edge to your project. And I can already tell this one is going to have to be, you can see how it comes down and sags a little bit. So on this one, you're probably going to want to come into a few places and see how it straightens that up. And you'll do the same thing here at the bottom and on the sides also to get those straight. But that's what blocking does. Blocking just gives your shape, your squares, the perfect square size and shape. And if you're having something that's buckling, it helps to flatten that material out, and so you have a nice crisp edge to all your pieces. Um, I've also done where I've made cardigans, and maybe the bottom of the cardigan is curling up. I just hit it. I put my cardigan or my sweater on my dress form, and I hit it with some steam, and I tug on it just a little bit, and stretch it and hit it with that steam, and it helps that garment to lay like it's supposed to lay. So steam blocking or wet blocking, either one. But if you're using acrylic yarn, you need to be steam blocking your pieces. The the thing with acrylic, if you try to wet it like we do cotton, the water's not going to saturate the yarn. It's just going to run off of it. And so steaming actually helps to keep the yarn damp enough where you can block it and actually stretch it out and give it the finished shape that you want from it. So just wanted to come on here today and just share with you a couple of things that I use to block um, my projects. Um, if you're doing a blanket, blankets really don't need to be blocked if they're made in one piece. But if you're making a blanket with squares and you need to piece them together, blocking is a great way to go ahead and get that blanket its perfect shape that you want. So I will have all of these pieces that I showed you linked in the description box, so you can go check them out and get them if you would like to get them. This is the last Tuesday, guys, of January. Next Tuesday, we will do a drawing, and I will do the drawing, and I will do a tutorial for the second square for Feb that we're going to be doing. Next Tuesday will be the first Tuesday of February. Um, that will be February the 3rd, and we will have our square for February. And let's see, what is that color? Um, I will have to look on my phone. I thought I could show it to you real quick, but I'm not remembering that color. So let me pull that up. I've got it here in my photos. It won't take me but just a second to find it. Oh, see. Mom is still here with us. It is almost 9 o'clock and she's still in bed asleep. So I'm not going to bother her. Okay, yeah. February is amethyst. So I actually have the I Love This yarn in the color amethyst. So this will be the color that we're going to be using for February, though that I'm going to be using. Um, and so for February, so next week I will have my video out showing you how to make the second square in our birthstone blanket. I don't know what that is yet. I have to draw the number, but that will be next Tuesday. So yay, I'm excited we get another square to work on. So I will see you then. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a terrific Tuesday, and I hope you stay warm. The weather has been causing our internet to go off and on. Luckily, right now it's on, so I can get this video recorded. But we've been losing internet every day. So tomorrow is the live for Battle of the Stitches, where Heather, myself, Lori at Lori's Crochet Stories and Crochet. Good night. I'll get that out in a minute. Let me try that again. Lori from Lori's Stories and Crochet, Charity from Frog Crochet, Heather at Strings and Threads, and myself. We will be live right here on Critters Crochet, and we will be letting you know whose project from Battle of the Stitches received the most votes, and we'll pick our winner to win one of those projects. So that will be tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern. and we are just hoping that I'm hoping that our internet stays on for us to be able to do the live. If our internet is acting up, I will have a post. I will put up a post. I can get on without internet on my phone, and so if if the internet is giving us fits, because I use StreamYard, and with I can't do StreamYard without the internet, and I can't bring on all the others without StreamYard. So if our internet's down, the live will not happen, and I'll put up a post letting you guys know that. But fingers crossed, Lord willing, I will be here tomorrow, 3 Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, for our Battle of the Stitches live, and I hope you guys can join in and watch that. But I hope this video has helped you with understanding what blocking is and what it's for. And if you have any questions, just drop them below in the comments, or you can email me your questions. So I hope this helped. I hope you have a terrific Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Battle of the Stitches live at 3 o'clock. Bye, guys.